Morning, guys. So it is September the 26th, 2024 here in Central Arkansas, and today we are going to go and start our winter garden. I think the first thing I want to do is probably pull up this okra, get this okra harvested for seeds for next summer. We've got a lot of green beans over here that need to be pulled up also, and get some of those for seed as well. And then we're also going to look at the production garden over there to see what we can plant over there. What I do know is right now we're going to be planting broccoli, kale, cabbage, and bok choy. That's what we're going to be planting. But I think step one, I need to grab that weed eater and just start kind of knocking down some of the grass and stuff that's grown up around the salad garden. So we'll get started on that. So next thing we're gonna do, we got the weed eating mostly done now. I'm gonna get all the chickens in there and get them to scratch around a little while for me. So see how that works. Come on, chickens. Come on, chickens. Here we go. Come on, chickens. Come on, chickens. I got some mealworms here that I'm throwing down. Let's go, chickens. Come on. Come on, chickens. Come on, chickens. Come on, chickens. They're a little nervous. Come here, chickens. Come on, chickens. Come on, chickens. There we go. Now we got everybody in here. Now I just got to get out without scaring them out. That's my goal. Okay, so herding the chickens failed. Two of them went in there and then got scared, as you can see. Yeah, I guess go with the other chickens. The white one stayed in there. Who's that? Rune? I think it's Rune. Rune stayed in there. I guess she can chill out in there for a while, and I guess one chicken will do a decent job of getting things cleaned up, if she'll stay. We'll see. She doesn't want to stay. We'll work on it. We will. Well, actually, she's in there scratching a little bit. Okay. All right, girl. You just hang out in there and do your job, and we'll check back later. But I need to get those okra chopped down too. Okay, so we've got this thing weed eated. We've got a lot of the grass and stuff knocked down. The next step is we're gonna get these hay bales out. They're gonna go into the wheelbarrow and then into the chicken coop. They will be their winter bedding. And next spring, we're gonna pull the layer of organic compost out of the bottom of the chicken coop, sift it out, and that will be garden soil. So first thing I gotta do is get all these hay bale strings out. This baling twine. Let's see, it's kind of buried up in here, isn't it? Maybe grab it from the front. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that, getting soiled up. It's produced a lot of cucumbers this year. We really did a good job. Okay. Baling twine. And these two just completely collapsed and composted. I wonder if I put a bit more blood meal and bone meal on these than I did the other ones. Either way, it's all gonna be reused, and it's gonna become a permanent fixture of our garden soil from this day forward. And I really like having multiple processes on our little homestead here. You know, because everything has a more or less a pattern here. Everything, so it starts out In this circumstance, it started out as a hay bale. Then I inoculated said hay bale with nutrient-rich organic fertilizers, allowed it to break down, then planted seeds into it, and I grew throughout the summer using that. And then once fall rolls around, they really break down and they're getting more or less unusable as a garden foundation. So then they go to the chicken coop. Chickens break them down further over the winter, and then it gets put back into the garden next spring as rich compost. But now we're gonna take all this and put it in wheelbarrow. Put it in there. There's so much life in this. There's bugs, there's ants and worms and all kinds of life in this. So the chickens are gonna absolutely feast on this stuff. If I had a pitchfork, it'd probably make my life a little bit easier, but I do not, so I got the handsies. Oh man, this stuff's so rich though. Look at this. Like, this was all hay, and look at that. It's just broken down black soil. I did add a little bit of potting soil to it, so that's why you see the perlite. But beyond that, I mean, just look at that. It's good stuff. So that's one full wheelbarrow, and we'll go ahead and go dump this to the chickens and rinse and repeat. Here, chick. Red chickens. So, I have noticed my chickens have stopped laying. I don't know if there's a hidden nest somewhere or if it's because the weather's changing, a lighting schedule, but I'll keep an eye on it. And we really need these eggs, so we might add some supplemental lighting at some point so that way they'll keep laying for us. But meanwhile, they've got hay. Whew, it's getting a little hot today. So we got our last wheelbarrow loaded up. This is my clean space here now. We're gonna go ahead and hit that with a weed eater and get that cleaned up as well. And then I'm not sure if I need to just go ahead and put cardboard down and just let that sit over the winter, or do I want to put some cinder block beds in there? I'll probably just put cardboard down. Anyway, we'll get to the weed eating. Get that stick out of the way. Into the burn pile. Almost made it. Okay, so we have everything weed eated. We have the hay bales taken out. We have turned over this soil again. I did this off camera, I'm sorry, but over here I planted spinach. There, I planted Swiss chard. Here I'm going to plant the kale seeds that I harvested earlier this year. And let's go and do that. What I'm doing is like a wild sowing method. I'm not doing any kind of rows. Oh, check it out, there's an onion or anything like that. I'm just kind of dropping the seeds in the bed here, and where they grow, they grow. I think that's a really sustainable way of doing things, where we're not just, fighting nature, we're actually working with nature. So just kind of let them fall. And I'll thin everything out as needed later on. But as of now, this is gonna be a giant kale patch, which is awesome because I love kale. Everyone loves kale. All right, we'll save a few of those for, you know, whatever. And in this one over here, that'll be broccoli. So here we have our broccoli seeds. We're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna direct sow, just kind of throw these things in there and see how they grow. This is my first time ever growing broccoli. So wish me luck on that. I'm kind of just getting like a good even coverage across this whole square here. All right, there's that. Next, we're gonna go over here and grab some seed starting mix. I'm just gonna like sprinkle this evenly over all of the beds. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's gonna be a little bit, and it's just gonna add a little bit of coverage for the seeds that might need a little bit of coverage. There we go, we got that. We're just gonna kind of sprinkle it. I mean, it's definitely not gonna cover every single seed, but there's no way that it doesn't cover any seeds, so. And once I water this, like a lot of these seeds are gonna be covered up naturally anyway. So let it be. So now we're putting in the last wheelbarrow. That is some old green bean plants, old okra plants, and a whole lot of hay. I think I'm gonna go ahead and kind of stir this stuff around the coop a little bit and just kind of get it evenly spread. That's what we'll do. Just spread this out some. We got some good bedding here, chickens. Hope you guys are excited. I love this. Put some back here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Scraping chicken bedding. Yeah, that's a good way to bring it over right there. It's kind of like a tight quarters back here, but you know, we make it work. Slide on over. Kind of scrape this back some. Get some back here. Now the chickens will spread a lot of this out themselves, but I want them to get the message. So I'll do some for them and they can figure out the rest. This back here. Keep it good and warm for the chimpkins this winter. They'll have some hay to hang out in and scratch around on. Okay, there's that. I got some back there. I'm gonna get a little bit more. For some reason, Titus and the white chicken are over there hanging out in one of those filing cabinets that I use as tool shelves. I think they might be over there doing some hanky-panky, to be honest. What are y'all doing over there? Let's go investigate. I don't know what that noise is. We're gonna go see what the chickens are doing. What are y'all doing in there? What are you doing? I don't know what they're doing. And Titus is upset about me coming to bothering whatever they were doing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. Then I'm gonna water the garden, and that'll be it for today. Well, in regards to gardening anyway. Okay, we got our hose. It's kind of chewed up by the dogs, but it sprays water, so that's all that matters. Drag it over here. And we're gonna give these guys a real good water. So hopefully they take root pretty quickly. And we're about to hit the rainy season. So I want to make sure they take root before the sky just opens up. Because if so, it may wash a lot of these little seedlings away. We don't want that. We want them to get at least a week or two of good roots in place before the rain starts. Okay, here's a tip. Always make sure you run the hot water out of your hose first, because everyone's garden hose gets hot whenever the sun hits it, and it will scald plants if you're not careful. So let it run for a second and check it. See, it's still a little hot, so we're gonna let that run for a minute. Okay, that's better. Now we just want to simulate a gentle rain. Like so. We're not going to soak it all the way through. We're just going to kind of give it just a layer of water on top. Nothing crazy, just enough to get the seeds going. And mix. And mix, turn it down a little bit, getting closer. Oh, check it out, we got a rainbow. Nice. And okay guys, that's it. That's it for our fall planting and reset. We're gonna close this gate up and make sure it gets on there. That's more or less in place. Yeah, there it is. Hey, thanks for watching though. And if you watch this all the way through, feel free to like and subscribe. Peace.